Right now at noon, we're taking a look at the aftermath of the winter storm as snow removal crews are working around the clock.
Despite it being sunny for the next couple of days, temperatures are still going to be dropping by this weekend. Those details coming up.
Plus, health experts warn about the deadly risks of cold exposure as temperatures plummet. The best ways to dress to protect yourself.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
The 4 states continues to dig out from a punishing winter storm that brought heavy snow, fierce winds, and dangerous cold to the region. This is KOAM News at Noon. I'm Samantha Walker. Road crews have been working hard to clear the streets, and businesses are clearing parking lots and driveways. But driving conditions could be iffy for a while. Let's start off by checking in with meteorologist Donald O'Keefe for a look at the forecast. We're having a few technical difficulties, so we'll continue on with news. In Carthage, snow removal crews have worked nearly around the clock since the storm moved through. Zipper Lawn Care of Carthage started operations yesterday morning, shuffling sidewalks and cleaning businesses' parking lots. Despite sunshine, it's not enough to melt the snow quickly. And now here's Donald O'Keefe with a look at that forecast.
Yeah, we're going to see nice sunny skies over the next couple of days, but that's not enough to melt the snow. A lot of the roadways are starting to be worked on, and they're going to be clear looking at downtown Pittsburgh. You can see the sun, but like I said, we're still going to stay cold. Yesterday, we only got up to 21 degrees, and our low was 8 degrees below zero. That actually breaks the record from 1963. That was originally 3 degrees, and I can tell you how cold it has been. Taking a look outside right now, sunny skies in Joplin and Pittsburgh, but Joplin, you're 27 degrees, Pittsburgh, 23 degrees. Like I said, those roadways are slowly being worked on. Current temperatures across the region, we're still in the mid to upper 20s across the area. Grove, you guys are at 31 degrees. Yates Center, 26 degrees. Out here to the east, Cassville at 32 degrees. Monette, 28 degrees. So, like I said, we're still hovering below the freezing mark, right up to the freezing mark. And the feel-like temperatures are around the same. We're seeing 18 degrees in Fort Scott, Independence, 23 degrees, and Miami, 26 degrees. Those are the feel-like temperatures, and it's a little better. And the 24-hour temperature change anywhere from 10 to 20 degrees warmer than what it was 24 hours ago. And we're going to stay on the warmer side compared to the last couple of days. But we do see more cold coming this weekend, and I'll have those details coming up.
Thanks, Donald. In Carthage, snow removal crews have worked nearly around the clock since the storm moved through. Zipper Lawn Care of Carthage started operations yesterday morning, shuffling sidewalks and clearing business parking lots. Despite sunshine, it's not enough to melt the snow quickly.
It's not really going to melt. It's going to take a longer time than you'd like. And plus, we got to get these businesses open. We got to get it clean. Everybody can get in and out. People still got to commute and get around. So there's still stuff to be done.
Mitchell also helped his elderly neighbors by clearing snowy sidewalks and entryways. The crew recommends applying ice melt after clearing snow to prevent overnight refreezing. While most of us stay inside during the storm, snowplow operators work around the clock to keep Joplin moving. That includes some who operate their own private business. As KOAM's Ty Park shows us, some have been pushing 50-hour shifts since Saturday night.
Snow hits and one business increased in demand, the business of snowplows. For many operators, the schedule started Saturday night. Jerry Jenkins of Simpson Lawn Care knows all too well.
Definitely busy. We stay working. I'm working. I'm pushing about 50 hours right now since it started snowing. I've got about 2 hours of sleep, but I mean, it's work. It's got to be done.
When other people are bedding down and stocking up on food, they are preparing.
So we go ahead and we get equipment ready. We get them all fueled up. We get anti-gel in the fuel so they don't gel up in all the cold weather. We get the plows on the trucks. Anything we can do to prepare just in case. Even if it doesn't snow, at least we're prepared for it and we're ready to go.
Businesses in Joplin are grateful for the plow business because they work those long hours.
100%. It's a safety concern for one. It's a sign of compassion for two. And, you know, in that sense, I feel like it's a good engagement with the community. You're utilizing a business in the area and you're supporting one another.
How do the operators keep going?
Coffee. Yeah, lots of coffee. Yeah, energy drinks. I mean, it's bad, but someone's got to do it. I mean, I don't know. Just good state of mind, I guess. Make sure everyone can make it home.
The local businesses could have stayed open without the snowplows, but
We could have. I don't know that people would have been very appreciative of that.
in Joplin, Ty Parks, KOAM News.
Coffee and determination keep plow crews going so Joplin can keep moving forward. Well, in these sub-freezing temperatures, AAA warns never start or leave your vehicle running in an enclosed space like a garage. Vehicle exhaust releases deadly carbon monoxide that can cause severe injury or death. Keep exhaust pipes clear of snow and ice and never run gas-powered equipment indoors. Stay safe this winter. Check your vehicle's exhaust system annually and never use your home appliances for heating. Well, the sub-freezing temperatures can lead to an increased risk for health problems. KOAM's Kenny Foreman breaks down what to look for and how to prevent these issues.
The snow may have stopped falling, but we're not out of the woods quite yet. According to Ready.gov, 63% of weather-related deaths can be connected to cold exposure. This makes it all the more imperative to bundle up.
The CDC outlines 2 dangerous conditions that can stem from the cold: frostbite and hypothermia. Frostbite is caused by freezing skin and can create a loss of feeling in the extremities with potential for permanent damage. Hypothermia occurs as a result of abnormally low body temperatures with symptoms ranging from shivering and exhaustion to memory loss and slurred speech. In either case, the CDC urges anyone who has to leave their home to dress properly. This includes wearing a scarf, hat, gloves, water-resistant boots, and a coat to cover several layers of loose-fit clothing. Those at high risk generally include older adults, babies sleeping in cold rooms, as well as those who consume alcohol or illicit drugs in excess. In the event that someone is experiencing symptoms, they are advised to remove any wet clothing, find warm shelter, and seek medical attention. Kenny Foreman, KOAM News.
Thanks, Kenny. Following a state-mandated upgrade on the wastewater treatment plant in Frontenac, the city is proposing a 0.75% citywide sales tax. Yesterday, the first public open house session took place, with city officials making themselves available to answer questions about the proposed sales tax. City officials say hosting open houses for citizens to ask questions is essential to being transparent about the proposal. The city of Springfield is revealing the lineup for the National Route 66 Centennial Kickoff, a 4-day event helping recognize the city as the birthplace of Route 66. On Thursday, April 30th, NBC's Today Show will broadcast its 3rd hour live from Springfield. Al Roker, Dylan Dreyer, and Craig Melvin will help spotlight the city's role in American transportation history. Later that day at 4 o'clock, a dedication ceremony will take place at the historic site where officials sent the telegram suggesting the Route 66 name. Well, coming up, President Trump's border czar Tom Homan is on the ground in Minnesota and amid a major shakeup in the president's immigration crackdown. And later, we're making a cold fudge cake in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen. The Trump administration appears to be changing its tone and strategy following the shooting death of Minneapolis resident Alex Preddy by a Border Patrol agent. Natalie Brand has the latest from the White House.
In the face of intense public backlash and bipartisan criticism, President Trump's border czar Tom Homan is hitting the ground in Minnesota to take over immigration enforcement operations.
Mr. Homan is the point person for cooperating with state and local authorities and corresponding with them.
The change in strategy comes as Minneapolis Police Chief Brian O'Hara told CBS News people have had enough.
They know this is damaging to the reputations of their agencies. They know this is damaging to the culture in these agencies, and this is creating problems that will take years and years to fix.
CBS News has also learned some of the 800 Customs and Border Protection agents that were part of the larger federal force sent to the Minneapolis area are leaving, along with outspoken Border Patrol Commander Greg Bovino, who said this following Saturday's deadly shooting of Alex Preddy.
This looks like a situation where an individual wanted to do maximum damage and massacre law enforcement.
Other administration officials labeled Preddy as a domestic terrorist over the weekend, but Monday the White House took a different tone.
I have not heard the president characterize Mr. Preddy in that way. However, I have heard the president say he wants to let the facts in the investigation lead itself.
Sources tell CBS News DHS Secretary Kristi Noem is facing scrutiny within the Trump administration and questions over the handling of the shooting and the response. Sources say she's expected to keep her job but shift her focus from interior enforcement operations in major U.S. cities to the southern border and other administration priorities. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
Well, still to come on KOAM News at noon, Mr. Food.
Some of the best recipes are often ones we grew up with. You know, the ones that instantly take us back to our childhood. Today, we're
going to see mostly sunny skies this week, but temperatures are going to be dropping again this weekend. I'll have those details coming up. Well, the snow has stopped falling from this winter storm, but the cold temperatures do linger around. They're going to continue to get colder as we get into the weekend. Let's take a look at downtown Pittsburgh. You can see nice sunny skies. Even though we're seeing nice sunny skies, temperatures, like I said, are still on the colder side, and the snow is still struggling to melt along with that ice as well. So road crews are out there doing their jobs, getting those roads clear. Let's take a look at those current road conditions across the Kansas counties right now. A lot of the areas are seeing clear conditions. So there's still some partially covered roadways out there, but things are slowly getting more drivable out there. Even on the Missouri side as well. Pretty much the entire region has clear driving roads as well. So like I said, there could still be some random slick spots out there. So just be careful and drive slow until we start warming up a bit. Take a look at our Skywatch storm tracker. The entire region, you can see a high pressure system down there by Texas. That's keeping things dry and still on the colder side. That's keeping convection down. You can see some clouds start to move in. We're going to see increasing cloud cover by tonight, but we do have a low pressure system with a cold front draped to the north that will slowly make its way in by Thursday into Friday. But however, we're in a bit of a warm spell right now, a little bit. It's kind of joking when I say warm spell, but we do have a bit of warm air coming up from the southwest that will keep things into the low 30s and into the low to mid 30s over the next couple of days. Current temperatures across the region, we're seeing anywhere from 25 degrees there in Sedan out to the east. We can see 32 degrees in Cassville, 27 degrees in Joplin. So anywhere from about the mid to upper 20s and low 30s. And we also are seeing anywhere from a 10 to 20 degree difference over the last 24 hours, which is definitely a bit of a relief with how cold it has been over the weekend. Current conditions in Joplin, 27 degrees, nice sunny skies. It still feels like 20. Winds 6 miles an hour out of the southwest. So I want to talk about something important for tomorrow. So you see that we have dew points. Dew points right now are in the upper teens and lower 20s. That's going to matter as we get into tomorrow morning because the temperatures and the dew points are going to be even. And that means we're going to have fog. But the issue is that the fog is going to turn into freezing fog. So as it evaporates into the air, it's going to get heavier and drop back to the surface being super cooled, meaning it takes lower temperatures for it to form. As it hits the surface, it's going to freeze and it's going to cause a glaze of ice for us on Wednesday morning. So make sure you're paying attention to that. Taking you through time. By the time we get to afternoon today, we're going to see increasing cloud cover, temperatures in the low 30s. Getting into tomorrow morning, temperatures are going to drop back into the upper single digits. Remember, we can see that freezing fog for us on Wednesday morning. By Wednesday afternoon, we're going to be back into the low to mid 30s. And then by Thursday morning, we're going to see increasing cloud cover. That cold front's going to start pushing in, slowly dropping temperatures down into the upper 20s and lower 30s for us by Thursday afternoon. So if you're planning your day for today, 32 degrees, clouds increasing as we go through the afternoon. For tonight, we're going to drop down to 10 degrees. Like I said, remember about that freezing fog tonight and into tomorrow morning. For tomorrow afternoon, we're going to see temperatures 34 degrees, partly cloudy skies. We can still see wind chills anywhere from 10 to 15 degrees. Looking at our 7 to 10 day here, into the low to mid 30s through the week. Cold front pushes in on Thursday into Friday, and then we're going to have temperatures drop back into the low 20s this Saturday and Sunday, and we're going to see those cold overnight temperatures back into the single digits. But there is hope in sight. We can possibly see temperatures get back to average by that following Monday and Tuesday.
I'm sure that's something people will definitely look forward to. Thanks, Donald.
Definitely.
Stick around. We're making cold fudge cake in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen. We'll be right back. We're making cold fudge cake in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
Some of the best recipes are often ones we grew up with. You know, the ones that instantly take us back to our childhood. Well, today, we're sharing a recipe that our test kitchen director, Patty, grew up with. And you won't believe how easy it is. We start by combining some melted butter, flour, and lots of finely chopped walnuts, and we press that firmly into a baking dish before popping it in the oven. This will be our crust. While it bakes, we make a filling by beating together some cream cheese and powdered sugar. Now, get this. We fold in some whipped topping. That's going to make the filling nice and light. Once the crust cools, we'll spread the cream cheese mixture over it. The easiest way to do that is with an offset spatula or with the back of a soup spoon. On top of that goes a layer of chocolate pudding and more whipped topping. Then we sprinkle on some chopped walnuts. Talk about decadent. Once it's chilled, it's ready to dig into. And if it's Patty's all-time favorite go-to dessert, you know it's a good one. To get the recipe for our once top secret cold fudge cake, check out our website. Before you know it, you'll be enjoying the cool creaminess with every forkful. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found the decadent layer after layer way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Now here's a look at the 4 state market prices.
We're going to see mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies through the rest of the week, but temperatures are going to barely get into the low to mid 30s through the week. We are going to see temperatures drop again by this weekend, but there is hope in sight. By next Monday, we can drop back, we can get up into the low 40s, which I'm definitely looking forward to.
Well, that sounds nice, doesn't it?
Thanks, Donald. What do you have coming up for us tonight?
Well, a lot's coming up at 5. For starters, the new American version of TikTok is already under scrutiny after some users accuse the app of suppressing anti-ICE or anti-Trump content. Now, California's governor says he's launching an investigation. Plus, as kids or pets are outside playing, first responders want to remind you it doesn't take much to fall through ice and get stuck in the water or even underneath that ice. And the Joplin Humane Society is seeking donations as their pet food pantry hits a critical low. Hope you'll join us for those stories. A lot more, of course. It's coming up today on KOAM News at 5.
Well, those all sound great, Dal. Thank you so much. That's the news for now. Thank you for joining us for KOAM News at noon. Have a great afternoon.